Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Edina's 14th annual 4th of July parade. We have a beautiful morning this morning. The little bit of rain that we had let up. It's nice and cool, not too hot, and we're just getting started.
I'm Lynette Buno, and starting off our 4th of July parade this year is the Edina Fire Department, along with Tower 90 and Medic 3. I see their families are joining them on top there, along with Sparky.
It also looks like they have their own crew of Dalmatian puppies. Now, I got a little inside tidbit before the parade started that not all of them are actually Dalmatians.
Oh, interesting. Well, I hope I can tell the real from the fake ones. Let's see. I see two right here. A tiny one and then a nice large Dalmatian. What else do you see?
It looks like the fire department is coming down the parade route now. Edina's fire department has one of the fastest response times here in the metro area. They've been in their new fire station now for just about a year. Sounds like things are running smoothly over there. Firefighters waving hello to the crowd.
I think the crowd, they're just loving these dogs. The kids, they just want to come out there, I can tell.
Medic 3 following Tower 90. Now, Edina's fire department is somewhat unique in that they're a firefighting department as well as the EMS service here in town. So any 911 call, fire, medical, the Edina Fire Department is going to come out and help you out.
Oh, yes.
Well, here, the theme for this year's parade is Let Freedom Ring, and it just so happens that our Grand Marshal is Raleigh Ring.
Yes.
He's being recognized for being a leader in the Edina school system for 34 years, starting as a teacher and coach in 1950. He then spent 23 years from 1958 to 1981 as the principal of Edina Morningside High School. During the course of his career, Mr. Ring, as he was known to by his students, also served as principal of Southview Junior High School, principal of Valley View Junior High School, which is where he was when he retired in 1984. In recognition of his outstanding contribution to Edina schools, the City Council also named a street Ring Road in his honor in 1981.
That's wonderful. And here, the Minnesota Equestrian is an all-woman color guard on horseback. They are appearing in our parade for the 4th year in a row. They specialize in precision maneuvers choreographed to music. In memory of one of their former riders, proceeds from their parade appearances benefit the Susan Komen Foundation for Breast Cancer Research. Beautiful horses.
The equestrian is followed by the Minnesota Police Pipe Band, based in St. Paul. It's a yearly tradition for them to come out to the Edina 4th of July parade as one of the opening acts. This group pays tribute to police officers and firefighters throughout Minnesota. The Minnesota Police Band is a nationally recognized top-quality competition and performance pipe and drum corps. Established in 1963, the band performs throughout the year at parades, concerts, and competitions in the United States and Canada. They're also a major presence at funeral services for Minnesota police officers and firefighters killed in the line of duty.
The City of Edina honors veterans during each and every July 4th parade. Coming up, we have our honored U.S. veterans marching in today's parade. Please stand, wave, or salute as our veterans pass by. More than 75 veterans are either marching or riding in our parade from all branches of the military. We salute these men and women who served in conflicts, including World War II, Korea, Vietnam, Desert Storm, and Iraq.
If it wasn't for these ladies and gentlemen, we would not be celebrating our Independence Day today.
No, we would not.
The color guard here, showing the colors.
Yes. I'm good.
Hello, everyone. Again, we're here at the Edina 4th of July parade. The honored military veterans are just passing by. Now, just a little bit of trivia before we continue with the parade. The Edina 4th of July parade was actually an offshoot of the Edina Centennial celebration in 1988. Following the 1988 Centennial Parade, a few folks got together, families and community groups, to march along Wilson Road and Normandale Road. And over the years, more has been added to the parade, including marching bands, clowns. horses, vintage cars, and even more community involvement. And we actually have Edina 16's Nathalie Gage here today. Yes. She's kind of our roving reporter out talking to the people on the parade route. So Nathalie, take it away.
So, are you a regular resident of Edina here?
Yes, I am.
And you regularly attend this parade every year?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so what do you think when you see all of the veterans coming across here in these?
I think it is great. I think it is rewarding to be able to see a lot of them that are really old here and enjoying it.
So do you think this is a good reminder to us about the spirit of the occasion, the 4th of July here?
Yes, very much so.
All right. Now, did this weather at all prevent you from maybe coming out?
No, ma'am. No, it did not.
Okay, so you're a solid attendee here.
We enjoy it every year, yes.
Fabulous. Well, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
And back to you, Lynette and Marty.
Thank you, Nathalie.
Thanks, Nathalie. Well, we continue to have more military veterans riding in jeeps, trucks, tanks, pretty much anything you can think of. A long, long line of military veterans here. Like I said before, if it weren't for these folks, we would not be celebrating July 4th like we are today.
It's true. And the rain is not keeping anyone away. I can see everyone is just enjoying themselves. They're just lined up as far as I can see.
A little overcast, but it keeps the heat away.
That's true. That's true. That's some neat looking machinery here. And to see it up close.
Tanks and trucks.
It's unbelievable. You don't see this in Edina very often.
Probably a good thing.
Yeah, yeah.
You wouldn't want the military rolling through the streets on a regular basis.
No. The rollerbladers, I can take that. That's kind of that's my speed too. I hear applause from everyone. This is wonderful.
Well, today's parade is 80 units long. It features 5 marching bands, 5 horse units, 2 clown units, drummers, stilt walkers, dancers, big wheel bicycles, and more.
So we have everything but Santa Claus. Is that what you're saying?
Pretty much.
Oh, that's a different parade. Yeah.
Absolutely wonderful that we could get this many veterans out.
Oh, I know. It's wonderful.
It's great to see, and I know that they have a good time doing it too.
Oh, of course. I see they're handing out little flags to everyone. Oh, it's wonderful. The kids are grabbing them up.
Well, in 1971, a small group of commemorative Air Force members in Minnesota came up with a radical idea to form their own wing of the group in order to help distribute the mission of their organization. On July 1st, 1971, the Southern Minnesota Wing was formed and officially became the first CAF unit ever created. With that simple idea and gathering the support of 25 members, the Southern Minnesota Wing began its career as the northern maintenance arm of the CAF. The CAF was founded to find, restore, and preserve in working condition a complete collection of combat aircraft and vehicles flown by all military services of the United States and selected aircraft and vehicles of other nations, all for the education and enjoyment of present and future generations of America.
Wonderful. Now, since 1958, the Naval Sea Cadet Corps has been committed to providing American youth with drug and alcohol-free environment to foster their leadership abilities, broaden their horizons through hands-on training, and guide them to becoming mature adults.
We also, in the group of military veterans, we had a group of reenactors, John Strupp and Eric Delacroix. They were the organizers of the reenactors group, maintaining close connections to veterans in all areas of the Twin Cities. They, along with other reenactors, refurbished military jeeps and collected military memorabilia to display in parades throughout Minnesota.
And as you can hear, and as everyone can hear, we have the Kracker Entertainment. They're a group of professional musicians that have been combining precision drumming and marching with comedy to entertain crowds of young and old throughout the country since 1983. The group promotes family fun and can serve as an alternative or complement to amateur and high school musical and performance groups. Since its inception in 1983, the Cracker Jacks Drumline has performed in 305 cities all around the country, including the Mardi Gras Parade in New Orleans, LA in 2003 and 2004, and the 2003 Halloween Parade in New York City.
Here we have Lunds and Byerly's, their parade's platinum sponsor for the third year in a row. Thank you to Lunds and Byerly's. This parade would not be possible without the financial support of our sponsors. Lunds and Byerly's has two stores in Edina, one located at 50th and France and the other at Hazelton Road and France Avenue in the greater Southdale area. These two beautiful stores provide high-quality groceries and service in beautiful settings. Visit Lunds and Byerly's for your next trip to the market.
I go there all the time.
A lot of people do. Well, the parade route continues here. We just saw Lunds and Byerly's. It's, again, still a beautiful, beautiful morning. The rain is still holding off.
Oh, yes. And here I see the Edina Crime Prevention Fund. They're a Gold Parade sponsor. Formed in 1971, this nonprofit organization supports the Edina Police Department by providing funding for police department needs such as bike patrol and police canines, Kodiak, and Diesel, my favorites. Another important aspect of this group is education, providing stranger danger education as part of the junior police program.
Crime Prevention Fund helps a lot of very good causes, good issues.
They do. Oh, yes, they do. How do you like that segue?
Speaking of segueing to Under the Direction of Kelly Heckman, the award-winning Richfield High School Band. They perform in parades throughout the Twin Cities, and we're glad to have them here this morning.
Get ready. It's going to be beautiful, I can tell.
They're going to be performing.
Were you ever in a marching band, Marty?
I was in a marching band.
You were?
I played the trombone, believe it or not.
And you were wonderful, weren't you?
I wouldn't go that far.
Wonderful.
Big round of applause for the Richfield High School Band. Well deserved.
Oh, yes. And here our Edina Mayor, Jim Hovland, and his wife, Lorraine. We're also pleased to have City Council members Joni Bennett and Mary Brindle. Mary Brindle is in her first term as member of the City Council. Mary is riding a 3-wheeled e-bike board, an electric tricycle generously provided by Edina Bike and Sport.
Here's Joni Bennett, one of our council members.
Happy Independence Day.
And luckily it's not pouring because she's sitting in a lovely convertible.
There's Mary Brindle in that e-bike.
There she is. Hi, Mary.
I'm not waving because I'll fall over.
Well, next up is Congressman Eric Paulson. Paulson is a Republican congressman representing Minnesota's 3rd district, which includes Edina. Eric's working the crowd. You can see him running across his Jeep.
I like that Jeep. That holds a lot of people. He's got the whole family and Bubbles. See the Bubbles?
I see it.
And State Senator Jeff Michelle is serving his 2nd term in the Minnesota State Senate. He represents Edina and West Bloomington at the state capitol in St. Paul. Walking with him today is his wife,
Edina.
is his wife Annie, and his daughters, who all attend our Edina schools, Ellie, Lexi, Olivia, and Cassie.
We've got a little bit of a lull between the politicians here, but prior to the parade, the elected officials such as Eric Paulson, Jeff Michelle, Paul Rosenthal, and Keith Downey joined party leaders and volunteers to distribute parade programs, flags, beads, and lots of cheer along the parade route. And speaking of elected officials, here we have State Representative Keith Downey. He was elected to the state legislature last fall, and he says he feels privileged to work on behalf of Edina residents. He says he truly enjoys his work at the Capitol and is proud of the real contribution he is making by fighting for a fiscally responsible and prioritized budget. He would like to thank all residents of Edina for their support and looks forward to continuing to representing our community.
Paul Rosenthal was elected to state legislature last fall and represents residents of Edina and West Bloomington. Paul, a DFLer, worked hard to reach a compromise on the recent budget bill and looks forward to returning to the state capitol this fall to get back into it.
Well, with the state of our economy now and the things going on, these guys are working extra hard to try and get things figured out. And
yes, and they will. They will.
Especially our Edina representatives, we know they're doing what they can to make sure that it remains a great place to live and work and raise families.
And it will. We'll all work together. We'll get this done.
Well, you see the flashing lights in the background there. That's Hennepin County Sheriff Rich Stanek. Rich Stanek believes residents and communities in this county are measurably safer this year than they have been in many years. He says that law enforcement agencies throughout the county, at the local, state, and federal levels, have been working cooperatively and in more coordinated and focused fashion. And the results, he says, have been dynamic. Violent crime has decreased 15% across the county in 2007 and another 12% in 2008. Early indicators for 2009 show that we're right on track for an additional reduction countywide. And following Sheriff Stanek are the Senate District 41 Democrat local party leaders.
And I believe right after them, the Senate District 41 Republican local party leaders. I also see the Minneapolis Aqua Jesters. They're delighting young and old in parades throughout the Twin Cities area. They appear in more than 20 parades throughout the summer.
The Aqua Jesters have been creating smiles since 1946. And I think they're creating a few here today as well.
You know, maybe one or two.
Thank you. Need a shot?
Take the bears to work today.
Well, following the Aqua Jesters, representing Edina Public Schools today are Edina School Board members Peyton Robb and Jeff Johnson. Edina Public Schools is a premier school district that is recognized at both state and national level. In December of 2008, U.S. News and World Report declared Edina High School a silver medalist school due to its high performance on state assessment tests and its college readiness score. Edina High School has also been listed 3 times as one of the best schools in the nation by Newsweek magazine. Edina is home to 7,700 students. In addition to neighborhood schools, children in grades 1 through 5 have the option of enrolling in a continuous progress program, a French language immersion school, and Edina High School has been selected twice as a Grammy signature school for outstanding musical education.
And here I see the Irie family of Edina. They love to ride their vintage farm equipment in the 4th of July parade. It's a tradition for grandparents and grandchildren to ride in the parade together.
Edina Cub Scout Packs 62 and 123 are a staple in the Edina 4th of July parade every year. They are a very special participant who walks the parade route in reverse to pick up litter left on the roadway. Thank you very much, Scouts, for cleaning up our town. Also, the Carver County Mounted Posse is one of several color guards appearing in today's parade. These beautiful horses and their riders hail from Waconia, Minnesota.
Those are beautiful horses. Oh my goodness. And Crown Bank is a Gold Parade sponsor. Peter Dahl, president of Crown Bank, is joined by some of the staff members wishing everyone a wonderful 4th of July. Crown Bank provides banking services to commercial customers throughout the Twin Cities area.
Looks like we have to stop to do a little poop scooping.
Yes, I see. It's a necessary evil.
Comes with the territory.
But they get an applause anyway. Isn't that nice?
Well, Fairview Southdale Hospital is here with their Iwo Jima-style float featuring staff members supporting the stethoscope, encouraging healthy lifestyles for everyone in Edina. Children and grandchildren of staff members are greeting parade spectators along the route. Looks like we have a few grandchildren there. Fairview Southdale is involved in the 4th of July festivities every year by sponsoring the annual fireworks display. They employ more than 2,000 people and support the work of many philanthropic and community groups throughout Edina. Thank you, Fairview Southdale.
Oh yes, and that's tonight at 10 p.m.
10
following
p.m.
the concert, okay? That's Rosalind Park, everyone, 10 p.m. Don't forget. I see little doctors and nurses. It's a beautiful thing. Is that pails of candy?
It looks like it.
It's all heart healthy, don't you worry.
Do you think we can get some over here?
I don't know. They're smiling and waving, but nothing's coming our way.
Again, thank you, Fairview Southdale, for sponsoring tonight and
Yes.
many years in the past fireworks.
Yes. Beautiful faces, beautiful smiles this morning. Edina Public Schools transportation has been part of the community for over 50 years, transporting students to and from school in a peaceful manner, I might observe. The bus drivers are thrilled to be part of the 2009 parade here today, their first ever. Doesn't it just create magic when you see a school bus coming down the road?
A lot of memories.
Oh, yes.
A lot of memories.
And you notice what's on top of that school bus, Let Freedom Ring. That is our theme for this parade this year. Beautiful job they did. And they decorated the whole bus.
Always a favorite. The Zira Shriners, have been involved with charities. One of their most prominent has been a Christmas basket and cheer program for needy families. In 1922, the first Shriners Hospital for Children opened. The Twin Cities unit opened in 1924. Today there are 22 hospitals, 19 orthopedic units, and 3 burn institutes. The services of these hospitals are free to children up to the age of 18 years, regardless of race, religion, or relationship to a Shriner, provided there is a medical need that can be helped. Shriners Hospitals for Children have become one of the greatest philanthropies around. The Zira Shriner Funsters.
Oh, look at that. They're beautiful. Next up is M&I Bank. They provide personal, small business, commercial, and wealth management services to its customers. They are conveniently located at 50th and France and 69th and France. M&I Bank is a gold sponsor of the Edina 4th of July Parade.
Get a look at this. Horses from Iceland. Ooh. Everyone should enjoy this beautiful team as it prances past. The Icelandic mounted drill team's riders, all women, wear traditional riding attire.
Oh, my.
Glad to have them at the parade today.
Oh, yes. I think they just had their hair done, these horses. Look at the mane on those horses. They've been poofed for sure. And I hear the Edina High School cheerleaders and coaches and Edina Park and Recreational Cheerleading Camp participants showing off their cheer skills. Girls ages 5 to 12 participated in a week-long cheerleading camp in June and love performing in the Edina 4th of July Parade.
And it sounds like we have Nathalie Gage again with a couple of spectators at today's parade, so we're going to toss it over to Nathalie.
Thanks, Lynette Marty. Hey, I have a question for you. Did you almost not come out here due to the weather?
You know what? We came out because this is a small parade, and we figure with the rain, less people will be here, so we get a better seat. So that's the reason why we came.
But it looks pretty crowded anyways.
It does, yes.
Okay, so can I ask you a question? What's your favorite part of the parade so far?
When they throw out candy.
When they throw out candy? Do you agree? What's your favorite part of the parade?
The taffy.
The what?
The taffy.
The taffy. It wasn't the pooper scooper? You have yourself a good 4th of July now, okay? Thanks so much, you guys. I appreciate that. Back to you, Lynette and Marty.
Thanks, Nathalie.
Thanks, Nathalie. Well, the Edina Football Association, following the high school cheerleaders, was established in 1957 and offers programs for kids in grades 2 through 8. In 2008, EFA fielded 63 teams with more than 1,000 players and volunteer coaches. Players and coaches are handing out more than 400 real Edina football jerseys to kids along the parade route today.
Wow, they are privileged today.
I wonder if I can get one of those jerseys.
I know. I'm going to look. I'll let you know.
Although I'm guessing it's probably not going to fit.
Oh, they are so cute. And Edina's own Jugheads have appeared in every 4th of July parade. Paul and Wendy Arnberg started this wonderful group when they were advisors for Wise Guys, an after-school activity program for preteen students in Edina. As interest in juggling grew larger and larger, they created Jugheads, which now involves hundreds of kids from Edina and neighboring cities. Members and alumni from Jugheads have performed all over the United States, winning awards for their extraordinary skills.
Think you can do that?
Not in this lifetime, maybe. Another lifetime. I could do one.
I don't think they call that juggling.
That's what I call juggling. Only one or two have fallen.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah. Colorful, too. Winning applause, winning applause.
Grandmothers for Peace, not all of whom actually have grandchildren, meet monthly to share concerns and become better informed about nuclear issues, war, violence, the environment, justice, poverty, and the legacy that we're leaving for future generations.
That's wonderful. Next up, the Edina Swim Club and North American Banking Company also. Is that a gator?
It looks like it. How often do you see an alligator in Edina?
Hopefully not often.
Although I hear there was one in Egan yesterday or the day before.
Yes. Was it in a pond?
Yeah.
It just appeared, so I think that they took care of that, though. Not a problem. No worries. They're adjusting that gator as we speak. It was unruly.
Well, you can faintly hear in the background the first John Philip Sousa Band, which was formed in 1970 by a group of Edina High School graduates. It is in its 39th year. The Sousa Band entertains year-round to packed houses at Edinburgh Park, Centennial Lakes, and parks throughout the Twin Cities. Sit back and enjoy the Dixieland tunes from members of Edina's own Sousa Band.
And remember, they're playing tonight, 8:45 at Roslyn Park, and then immediately after the fireworks. They're a favorite.
Always a crowd favorite.
And you know, people follow them from one gig to another. They find where they're going to be and they go. They are a huge, huge favorite.
Perform all over the metro area. Well, the Sousa Band is playing in the background. Again, we'd just like to thank all of you for tuning in to our broadcast today.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And this took a lot of hard work. A lot of hard work from the 4th of July committee all year long.
Well, we're coming up behind the Sousa Band is how do they ride those high wheelers?
Yeah, the Minnesota Wheelmen is a chapter of the national group, the Wheelmen. This group of vintage bicycle enthusiasts includes men and women from all over the Twin Cities area. They appear in commercials and community celebrations throughout the summer, just like this one.
Well, and I think before we get to the high wheelers, I think we just saw some bikes and trikes and all manners of transportation from Edina Bike and Sport. Edina Bike and Sport is a silver parade sponsor.
Oh, yes. Oh, wow. Also, we can dial back the clock 200 years. The Daughters of the American Revolution appeared in colonial costume. Check out those Percheron draft horses.
Here's the Edina Bike and Sport, one of the parade's silver sponsors.
Happy 4th of July. This year we have 20 silver sponsors whose financial support make this parade possible. Some of these sponsors appear in this year's parade. We've seen several already. Look at those bikes. Oh my goodness.
If it's human powered or electric powered, it must have come from Edina Bike and Sport.
Oh, I like that one. What is that? What do you think that one is, the yellow one? That's interesting.
It looks kind of like a Twinkie.
A Twinkie? A Twinkie with feet. Big feet. It gets around. Sweet. You know, with gas prices these days, this might be a good thing to do.
An alternate mode of travel.
Oh, you got it. That Greenway taxi had a dog in it, did you see?
I missed it.
Oh, right there, the Greenway taxi. Oh, they're so fun. Great exercise and fun too. They've taken over the street.
Some spectators out enjoying today's parade.
And they're dry. I just love to see that they're dry.
Dunk you 4 bags.
And Kiwanis is a global organization of volunteers dedicated to changing one child and one community at a time. The Golden K Kiwanis Club of Edina has been operating for more than 40 years and supports various community charities through financial aid and contributions in kind. Participating in the Edina 4th of July parade is a means to keep the Kiwanis name before the public and providing enjoyment to the children at the parade.
The Rotary Club of Edina is a worldwide organization of business and professional leaders that provides humanitarian service, encourages high ethical standards in all vocations, and helps build goodwill and peace in the world. The Rotary Club of Edina was founded in 1957 and currently boasts a membership of more than 160. The club is open to men and women who either do business or reside in Edina. Featured on that unit was Club President Ellen Kennedy. Ellen began her year as president only 3 days ago on July 1st.
Welcome
so new
to her.
on the job.
Yes, congratulations to Ellen. And right here I see seasonal chores. They're celebrating 11 beautiful years in business this year. Even as the business grows, the staff's focus remains on the customer. They are very hands-on as they strive for excellence in all of their services. Seasonal Chores is a silver sponsor of the Edina 4th of July Parade. They have beautiful arrangements on that truck. Look at this.
It's a backyard on wheels.
I know your background. Your backyard looked just like that.
Now get a load of this coming up. We've got chicks on sticks. Or we're getting chicks on sticks. There they are. The Twin Cities all-female stilt walking and performance group are a favorite of the Edina 4th of July parade every year. They were founded in 1998 and perform all over the Twin Cities.
Now that's some feat to do. No pun intended, of course. A Silver Parade sponsor, especially for children, provides care and education for young children. Their care enhances the emotional security and self-esteem while stimulating their intellectual growth. They enable children to explore and discover with their peers, with encouraging adults in a creative and safe environment. Especially for children, also seeks to provide peace of mind and supportive community through trained personnel, family events, and excellent programs.
Edina Cleaners has been a Silver Parade sponsor for nearly 10 years. In their first parade appearance, they're riding segways. Actually, it looks like they're pulling a wagon. Edina Cleaners is located at 4500 France Avenue South.
Someone must have taken their Segway. At least they had a wagon. Some mode of transportation. Sun Tattoo, there they are. They're a patented adhesive for skin that wears comfortably for days in and out of the water. They are also born in Edina. Peel off the backing, stick it on, look cool, and just have fun. Sun Tattoo is a silver sponsor of the Edina 4th of July Parade. Don't you love that little bug?
Little is the key word.
Oh, yes.
The Silver Parade sponsor for the first time, College Nannies and Tutors, is the nation's largest nanny resource. College Nannies and Tutors build stronger families by offering a complete set of nanny placement, on-call nannies, and professional babysitting services that lead to happy children and successful students.
Next up, we have the First Minnesota Bank. They're located at the corner of Valley View Road and West 65th Street in Edina. They are a silver sponsor of the Edina 4th of July Parade also. How old do you think that truck is?
Old.
It's a classic, no?
Older than I am.
It's beautiful, though. It's in great shape. And it holds quite a number of them.
Now here is a special treat. The Upper Midwest premier Old West performance troupe, Shadows of the Old West. Experience the excitement of 1880 America recreated in authentic detail with entertaining, crowd-engaging fun that keeps people talking well after every event. For over 10 years, Shadows performers have thrilled small towns, local fairs, corporate events, and big cities with historical recreations, fun skits, comedy, and music. Their historic lawmen thrill with heroic feats to bring the bad guys to justice. Cowboy performers entertain young and old with trick roping, whip cracking, you can hear a little bit of that in the background, gun spinning, fiddle playing fun. Street performers and animal friends allow the crowd to interact and become part of the great American past.
Wow, they are totally engaging. Everyone is just in shock watching them.
You can hear those whips cracking.
Yeah, they might be a little scared, I'm not sure. Those whips can really reach, look. Now he's standing on that horse. Oh my goodness. That's multitasking for you.
At its finest.
Yes.
Well, we have reporter Nathalie Gage out on the scene again, so we're going to toss it to Nathalie. It's up to you.
Hey, Lynette and Marty, I appreciate that. Say, I've got a question for you guys. What's your favorite part of this so far?
What's your favorite part? I think she would say the candy.
The candy? Not the horses in the Wild West?
Do you like the horses? Yeah, she likes the whips. I thought she'd be scared, but she likes the whips.
So she tried to talk you into buying a horse for her?
That's not going to work.
Okay. Are you planning on seeing the fireworks this evening?
Of course.
Yes. Fabulous. You looking forward to that? Yeah? Okay. Try to restrain yourself, yeah. Okay? Okay, thanks so much, you guys. I appreciate that. You have a good 4th. Back to you, Lynette and Marty.
Thanks, Nathalie.
Thanks, Nathalie. Looks like you had a shy one on your hands.
Oh, but I think she did enjoy those horses. Well, I see State Farm Insurance, Matt Bookmeyer Agency. They're a Silver Parade sponsor. There you go. Matt and his team are assisted by their children, Emma and Sophia Bookmeyer and Evan Cullen. Edina's premier State Farm agency, it is Matt and his team's policy to treat their clients like family, providing insurance and financial services from one generation to the next, giving them a call to become part of the great State Farm family.
Here's for the host.
Oh, and Matt dropped us off some popsicles too. Thanks, Matt.
Thank you.
Well, Edina household names Skip and Debbie Thomas and Remax Results RMG Mortgage are Silver Parade sponsors again this year. Skip is active as a Rotarian and member of the Edina Chamber of Commerce. He's also, as you can see, an avid Frisbee giver-awayer.
Oh, Frisbee giver-awayer?
Every year, Skip and his Frisbees.
Ooh. And part of the Theater Moo Type-Co drums. It's a favorite of the Edina Parade audiences every year. They are being carried by Bobby and Steve's Auto World from Bloomington. Let's listen to the perfection of their Japanese-style drumming.
Following the drummers, Pets Are In, which is another Silver Parade sponsor for the second year. Jim and Ann Platt arrange for in-home care of your pet when you're away. Today they're walking the parade route with some of their favorite canine friends.
Number of different kind of pooches in there, don't we?
All different shapes and sizes.
And all well behaved, nothing like my beagles. My beagles would not be able to behave themselves in this parade.
Especially being that close to the drummers to not get spooked.
I know, they did very well. I think I can hear the Edina Alumni Band. Playing in the band is one of the richest experiences in Edina. These band alumni are joined by family and friends to celebrate the 4th of July. They are led by Phil Holm. T-shirts were provided by the group by Edina Realty.
They like to move it.
I think so. I think that was the message.
Nice to see some of these ladies and gentlemen pulling out their old horns and having a little bit of fun.
Oh, yeah.
Celebrating its second year in business, Suburban Waste Services provides rubbish removal for residents of Edina and neighboring suburbs. They are also a silver sponsor of today's parade.
They keep Edina clean.
Backed by popular demand and faster than a speeding bullet are Minnesota superheroes.
Woo. The children will love our superheroes.
Hey, Batman! Hey, how are you?
Batman waving to the crowd, Superman.
Oh, yes.
Have a happy 4th of July.
Oh. Do you like that van? Very patriotic.
It's kind of like the A-Team van.
If you had to be a superhero, which one would you be, Marty?
Superman, hands down.
Oh.
And you'd probably be interested to know that I've thought about it at great depths.
Oh, have you? And the Minnesota Traditional Morris is a men's English folk dance team dancing to the style of Morris, originating in the Cotswold Hills of central England. Hence, the style is known as Cotswold Morris. Morris dances are performed by 1 to 8 team members dancing to music provided by violin, melodeon, pipe, and tabor, even the voices of the dancers themselves. It is exuberant, boisterous, and vital fun. Founded in the autumn of 1974, the MTM was shooting at the curl of the 70s folk awareness wave. The team immediately began developing dance traditions, and what easier way than to steal them from the guys who'd been doing them for centuries, which is what everyone was doing in those days with the help of the dedicated founder of the Winchester Morris Men, Lionel Bacon, who traveled the Cotswolds in the mid-20th century and documented as many of the local styles as he could. In part thanks to Sir Lionel, that the Morris style of traditional folk dance is alive and living in Americas today.
And here at the Edina 4th of July Parade.
Oh, yes. The Chevrolet Corvair was named Motor Trend Car of the Year in 1960 and was featured on the cover of Time magazine. Introduced in 1958 and manufactured for 7 years, the Corvair was a Chevrolet innovation. Ralph Nader is credited with causing the demise of this gem with his comment that the Corvair is unsafe at any speed. Watch for the Corvair in today's parade that has the license plate Nader. But what cars they were.
What they were. Well, as these cars go by and we're getting close to the conclusion of today's parade, now might be a good time to thank some of the people that helped make this possible. The parade committee started its work in January, hiring entertainment and raising funds to pay expenses. Committee members Richard Olson, Peter Crane, David Elkire, Craig Lebakken, Val Burke, and Mike Damon, Jane Claremont, Jan Micheletz, Artis Wexler, Kim Mellon, Linza Prestis and Jerry Parr, as well as Mary Brindle and Kristen Arsvold, who served as liaisons for the group. Thank you for helping bring the parade to Edina this year and every year.
Almost. And back to Nathalie. I believe she's roving around with someone as we speak.
Nathalie?
Thanks, Lynette and Marty. Say, what's your name?
Georgia.
Okay, so did you voluntarily choose to work on the 4th of July?
Yes, I did. It's good money, the parades, yeah.
So are you selling as much as you'd like to?
No, I wish it was a little hotter.
I think we all do.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your best seller here at the ice cream stand?
Well, today the Bomb Pops have been selling the red, white, and blue.
Of course. So what would your recommendation be for these fine gourmet treats?
Well, I like the Powder Puff Girls and the ice cream sandwiches.
Okay. So I've let you make a little sales pitch. Everybody come on up, get some frozen treats. Thank you so much for your time. Are you going to the fireworks?
I'm working the St. Louis Park fireworks. So
all right, a workaholic. Thank you so much. Back to you, Marty and Lynette.
Thanks Nathalie. We have Edina's Historical Society coming down the parade route here. Also like to take the opportunity to thank the Edina Police Department for their help in closing the roads, controlling traffic, and maintaining order with more than 15,000 spectators who are estimated to be here today.
And I think they all are. It turned out to be a glorious day. Yes, the Edina Police Department, they kept our roads safe. They made sure that everyone was safe and sound within this parameter of the parade. So thank you to the Edina Police Department.
And coming up behind the Historical Society is Edina's Energy and Environment Commission. It's one of the newest advisory groups to the Edina City Council. They help Edina stay on the forefront of issues of sustainability And they are reminding the crowd today of ways to reduce waste, help the environment, and save money. All good things in this day and age?
I believe so.
Also like to take this opportunity to thank our Edina 16 crew and staff and everyone who's watching today's parade on Edina 16. Without those guys, we wouldn't be able to bring you this broadcast. Great work, guys.
How's Burger Day? You're supposed to win cards today. Yeah, you.
And I hear the band playing. This is the Lakeville High School Band. It's performed in parades all over the country, including President George W. Bush's second inaugural parade, the 2008 Rose Bowl Parade, and more.
Wow.
They appear in the Edina Parade every other year, alternating with parades in Delano and Apple Valley. The band is under the direction of Nathan Erb. Enjoy the University of Minnesota style of high stepping as they go by.
One of the premier marching band groups here in the metro area.
Yes, they are.
Have a great day. I'm Marty Dahl.
And I see closing out our parade, the Edina Police Motorcycle Escort. From start to end, they protected us through this parade.
Again, thank you everyone for joining us today. It was a great day. I hope you enjoyed the broadcast. I'm Marty Dahl saying goodbye to everyone.
And Lynette Buno. Thanks for joining us.
See you next year.